I can now see that I have a max record time of 2 hours and 38 minutes, which is above that previous 2 hour and 5 minutes.
So Nikon just released an update for the Nikon ZR. That's version 1.10. And I'll be honest, I don't care for everything that they released in the update, but I'll post a list in case something that doesn't apply to me stands out for you. But mostly what I'm interested in this update is they finally fix the annoying record time inaccuracy. Like previously on the Nikon ZR, for reference, when you were recording video or whatnot, it would max out in terms of how much you could record, or at least showing you how much it could record at 2 hours and 5 minutes. Now you could go longer than that, but you wouldn't see how much you have left until you drop below that threshold. So I'm really curious to see with my 1 terabyte card that I have inserted how long of a recording time I could get with the battery that arrived out of the box. Another cool aspect that I thought was nice that they included in this release is the fact that they've extended the number of 3D LUTs that you can have installed from this camera from, I think, the default of 15. They've increased that up to 50, which is more than enough for me considering I only have 5 LUTs currently loaded into this camera. Now, there is a disclaimer on the download page of the firmware stating that if you don't have a Nikon lens, that you want to remove that lens when you perform that firmware upgrade process to avoid anything malfunctioning. So I have a Viltrox Z-mount lens on this camera. Just to be safe, I'm going to remove my lens anyway, right, on the side of caution. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get the firmware loaded onto the camera and see if it actually fixes that initial gripe or annoyance that I had with the Nikon ZR. Now I have the micro SD card inserted into the camera with the newly uploaded firmware, but there's an issue I was running into and I didn't realize it, but I had the CFast card still plugged into the ZR, and when I would go to the firmware version page, I wouldn't see anything initially. But in order to get here, you just click the wrench icon in firmware version. But now after removing the CFast Express card, now I see the option to update the firmware from the memory card. So I'll go ahead and do that. Another note is I installed the firmware version in the root directory of that SD card file. So also check that if you're running into any issues. But I'll go ahead and click update from memory card. Yep, current is 101 and the new version is 110. And I'll click on and I'll give that a minute to update. All right, folks, so right now I am powering on the Nikon ZR after it's completed that firmware update, and okay. So I'll hold down the menu button in order to get back to the firmware version. I'll just hit this wrench icon, select firmware version. Now I can see that the current firmware version is updated to 1.10, so nice. Now if I go back to the home screen or the typical screen loadout, it looks like the max record time is still set to 2 hours and 5 minutes. So it looks like I was actually looking in the wrong place when it comes to where you can verify the max record time for the hard drive or internal media that you're recording to that's on the Nikon ZR. So in order to find that location, simply go to the menu settings. If I hold down and I go to video, currently I'm shooting in Red RAW at 30 frames per second, and that's something that I can see if I scroll down just a bit. But if you go to destination right here, I can now see that I have a max record time of 2 hours and 38 minutes, which is above that previous 2 hour and 5 minutes. But on the main menu, it looks like it's still showing that that previous behavior. So perhaps that's just a bug that hasn't yet been addressed, but hopefully that gets updated to reflect what's in that destination folder. That way I don't have to go back and forth to another menu system just to figure out how much record time is left, or wait for it to fall below that threshold. Let me know if you have a 1 terabyte card on your Nikon ZR and you're seeing some different results. Curious to know what happens there, but that's essentially it, folks. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel to stay tuned for future videos. As always, thanks for viewing, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.